What's up? What's good, G Food Warriors? This is Chauncey, it's Brian, Corey, Leroy, and one of our other fellow members, Mark.
How's it going?
And we're about to go ahead and kick off with another edition of G Food Warrior Style. Today we're going to be talking about some of the latest events that we've come across, such as our review of the great Comic-Con experience known as C2E2. Also going to talk about some stuff that involves comics, movies, wrestling, martial arts, and so on. And we're going to cover our main topic, which is the love and hate of the Man of Steel himself, Superman. Now, first off, as far as C2E2 is concerned, C2E2 actually came off being one of the greater, if not best, Comic-Con experiences I've ever came across. Ever since last year.
It rolled.
Yeah, absolutely. Ever since last year when I first experienced it, I mean, everything was popping about it. I mean, everything from actually having a DC and Marvel booth there, as opposed to Chicago Comic-Con. That actually, you know, ended up being a good deal. Because a lot of people got to do stuff, you got to do some interactive things. I actually won a cell phone as a result of it last year. Because of T-Mobile. And another friend of ours won this year as well. So, I mean, there's a lot of stuff you can do with C2E2. Like, for example, we're going to get with some of the guys, see what some of their experiences were, their likes and dislikes and so on. Start off with you, Mr. Brown. What you like and dislike?
You know, I liked it for the most part, but I want to say fuck T-Mobile because they fucked me over.
Oh!
Other than that, I had a good time. You know, one of my friends actually ended up somehow entering into a tournament that he didn't know he was in and won a free Xbox Live membership. You know, John actually, not you, John. But it was a good time. You know, I had fun going around. I wish I had went to the Dwayne McDuffie tribute that they had, but unfortunately I was at work and didn't really get to make it and stuff. But overall, I had a pretty good time. You know, I entered the MVC3 tournament they had up there too, which was a lot of fun. You know, it was good. The food costed a ridiculous amount. I don't suggest. One slice of pizza. And one juice was $10. That's some stupid ass shit. But other than that, it was good. It was a good time. Other than me buying for my food though. What about you, Corey?
I was pretty happy with the con, man. They stepped it up a level. Last year I thought was pretty amazing. Because like the years prior to that Wizard World, the big two weren't there. But it was still a good show. That was like Wizard World 09. But 2010 was just no. And last year C2E2 was pretty good. I had a lot of fun up there. And this one I had a blast. It was like bigger and better than last year's. They had a bigger space, more stuff. Overall, I'd say it was a pretty good show. They had a lot of good guests there. Like I went to the Chris Hemsworth, the guy who plays Thor, the Q&A for him. I went there for that. I went to the Dwayne McDuffie Memorial. That was given by Mark Wade and some other people that were kind of close to Dwayne McDuffie. Overall it was a pretty good show, man. Can't wait for next year. And like, Chicago Comic-Con, if I go at all, I mean, maybe for a day. But the C2E2 was where it's at in Chicago. It's just a show to go to. Leroy?
I thoroughly enjoyed C2E2. I loved it. And if I could meet the person who really set it up together, I wanted to thank him because of the fact that this year, being a displaced teacher, I've been a substitute and I haven't been able to work as much as being a full-time teacher. And there's a discount for teachers, and I really appreciated that. So it's the fact that I really barely came. I came with no money, and I still enjoyed myself because I was able to go to the panels and whatnot, and you know, listen to what everything that the people who were conducting had to bring and whatnot, and it was just an all-around favorite thing to do without even having any money to spend. So I really appreciate that, and big thanks go out to them, and it's just good times all around. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
I didn't get to spend a whole lot of time over at C2E2. I only spent it on Sunday, and I really wish I spent a lot more time there. There's so many things to do, so many things to see. I really enjoyed C2E2. Like last year, I really enjoyed it, and this year, they really did step up their game. There's a lot more to do. There's so many different vendors. There's of course, not just comic. There's a bunch of movie stuff there. There's a lot of really good video game deals that I saw there. A whole bunch of people who I knew were there. That was really nice. And
Batman.
Batman was there. And, it just makes Wizard World look like Diet C2E2 in a lot lot of ways.
Fat
Like,
free.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's a lot of
Zero
really cool.
calories, zero fun.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wizard World Light.
Wizard World, it just felt like
I mean,
a couple vendors. It just didn't have the atmosphere that C2E2 had. There was a lot of great video game presence. Like, everybody was really friendly. Everybody was really having a great time. There's a lot of free stuff to do. Excuse me. Yeah, just a really incredible time. And everything was really well organized. I got my badge really quickly. Everybody knew what they were doing. It really wasn't a hassle at all to be able to get in and be able to pay. So yeah, just really well organized, really great show. Wish I had spent more time with it.
yeah, it was a great show. I enjoyed myself too. I meant to say Wizard World is C2E2 Light. But yeah, other than that, it was just a great show. Got a lot of nice stuff.
And I still say that the building that it was in before last year was bigger than this one. And even the person who assembled it, he said that too. He
It might
definitely
have been because I think that when we was there last year, was the same place they had the car show, right?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So it was way in the back. It was like more. What thing is? It was the East building.
I think it was just being
More
closer for people were complaining about having to make that long walk. 'Cause
It's
that
a
was
long
a
walk.
long ass
Yeah.
A long walk, and
But-
yeah, it was lots of room. He said that it needed to be just a little bit more close together, and I guess it worked pretty well because of the fact that you could still walk around without having to go through. Not everybody's
Walk 2
crowding around.
miles.
Right,
Yeah.
right. No one's crowding a particular place like a pack of sardines like
Yeah.
Wizard World was last year.
Because last year at the Comic Con, it was more than just our con that was happening. It was a what? What other con? It was it was something
Like a
retarded.
business convention or
Like
some
a
sort.
kitchen table
Yeah.
con or
Yeah.
something.
Like and the current place always got some type of major industry show going on almost every other week.
I mean, and this year we were it was right next to engineering convention. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, another good thing about the con was I got in for free. People was just out there basically passing out cars. Like, I know a couple of our friends got 6 cars each for free. Like, people was just leaving. It was up to we finna leave, so do you want these cars? It was like, well, how much you charging for them? Like, we don't want nothing. We just want to get rid of them. We finna leave. So,
Wow.
that was good right there. It saved some money in my pocket right there. So, hey.
I wish I would left up on that, but it's alright though.
Yeah, I know, right?
That would have been nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, but big props to the C2E2 staff. I needed help finding a review, and the staff was very helpful with giving me information that I needed. They didn't really act like they didn't care. Like the staff, my experience with the staff was probably the most positive I've had out of most shows. So I have to give them big props for that.
Yeah, I second that. A lot of people were very professional, very helpful. Help fans need to go where they need to go as opposed to somebody in Wizard World. Oh, it's over there. Oh, it's over here. Come on. Stay in line. Nothing like that. You ain't got to worry about that at C2E2. Everybody is calm, polite, and helpful. Get you where you need to go. I say probably some of my few favorite highlights. A lot of cosplaying has been going on this year. That's been pretty cool. One cosplay that stood out a lot that somebody's been kind of looking at was a Harley Quinn cosplay. Now, I admit, when I saw this, I was like, oh, good God
Hey, you
Almighty.
might not be looking at my woman too
But
much, man.
see, even me speaking of this, the boy is like,
Hey, what's Harley Quinn? Hey,
Yeah, he has a thing for Harley Quinn. Yeah, I'd say Ryan has a
hey, she's
has a
sexy.
soft
Hey,
spot.
can you help blame me? Can you blame me?
Yes, I can blame you.
big up to the girl who was dressed up like Miss Marvel because she had some junk in her trunk.
Oh,
Now,
no,
who was
Power
Harley
Girl.
Quinn? Well, I saw Power Girl. I'm like, okay.
I saw a
You know-
few Harley Quinns.
Speaking of cosplay, everybody was a lot more tame. It's not like Anime Central where everybody just goes really nuts and crazy. Everybody's a lot more calm. It's a lot more, civilized. It's not like, have to run through raging fanboys or fangirls or
You gotta
people
punch
wanting to
them
give
out.
you free hugs or something. Everybody's really polite there,
and although this happened the night before when I went to C2E2.